Hi students, welcome to my channel. My name is P. Rajshekar, working as a lecturer in civil engineering, SRS Government Partner, Sicily. So today I am going to teach you the subject of transportation engineering, subject code 18C Unit 5, third semester. So this subject is for the diploma in civil engineering, third semester students. And today we are going to discuss the chapter of Unit 4, highway construction and maintenance. And in this today's topic is cement concrete roads. So this is a general topic. So types of roads, what are the roads used in the constructions and transportation engineering, let us see now. So in the previous classes we have discussed about the WBM roads, waterborne macadam roads, okay, pavements, different types of roads. Now we are going to discuss the cement concrete roads. So let us objectives. On completion of this period, you would be able to state advantages and disadvantages of cement concrete roads and state the materials required for the construction of cement concrete roads, and next state the methods of construction of cement concrete roads. So these are the topics that we are going to teach you in this chapter. So first of all, let us see the cement concrete definition. The roads having their varying surface consisting of cement concrete, plain or reinforced, are known as cement concrete roads or concrete roads. These roads are types of rigid pavements and remain in serviceable condition under all weather conditions. Thus concrete roads are also considered as weather roads. So what is the definition saying here? The roads having varying surface consisting of cement concrete, or whether it is a plain or a reinforced. Okay, reinforced means it includes some steel also. Okay, so that is nothing but reinforced cement concrete roads. Only plain means only here we will be getting the cement and material. Material means aggregates. Okay, sand, just like water and cement. So without reinforcement steel. So that is the plain roads. So these are the types of cement concrete roads. So we will call it as, and in generally weather conditions we will call it as weather roads also. Okay. So what are the advantages for the cement concrete roads are? So it looks as a pleasing appearance, and it has an excellent riding surface, and the pavement can be designed on rational basis. Okay, so this pavement will be designing on the rational basis. Okay, pavement can be designed on a rational basis, and low cost of maintenance and longevity. Longevity means it has a very good lifespan. Okay, lifespan of the road, and low cost of maintenance. Maintenance also very low cost. Okay, so this pavement can be designed on the rational basis. Rational basis means depending on the traffic and appearance and depending upon the place of the road. Okay, so these has so many advantages. Okay, and next coming to here you can see disadvantages. So in disadvantages it has high initial cost obviously, and not suitable for construction stages. Okay, not suitable for construction stages means in only one type of stage only we can construct. In all stages, and just like in weather conditions or in any different places we cannot construct in day by day. Okay, and not suitable weak subgrades. Weak subgrade means depending upon the soil. Okay, and next transverse and longitudinal joints are planes of weakness. Okay, and next 28 days of curing is required before opening road to traffic. So after construction of CC road, the whatever the concrete we are doing on the road, we have to take it into a sample of cubes. Okay, for 7 days and 14 days and 28 days. So we will be testing after the 28 days. If get the result positive, then we will be opening the road to the traffic. If it gets negative also, we will be not opening the road, but some of the what is the problem we will be checking after that only we will be opening to the traffic. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of cement concrete roads. Okay, so we can see an image here. This is the road construction where the CC road is going on. So you can see this is a slab base and this is a polishing. Okay, and the persons who are doing the cement concretes. Okay, so what are the materials for CC roads? First one is cement. The major concept in the civil engineering for everything is cement. So cement is ordinary Portland cement and high strength Portland cement. If required to be open to traffic at an earliest, rapid hardening cement is used. Okay, and next aggregates are strong, angular, uniform, free from oil, dust, flaky stones. So whatever the aggregates we are using, it should be very good, strong, and it should be in an angular shape, and it should be in a uniform shape and free from oil. Okay, there should not be any dust or flaky stones. Okay, and next, force aggregates should be graded and collected in two sizes, one below 20 mm and other above 20 mm. Okay, so remember this one, force aggregate should be of below 20 mm and other above 20 mm should be there. And next, fine aggregate, preferably river sand, and sometimes crushed stone and sand may be used. Okay, so in different places, if the river sand is not available, in some places only the crushed stone and sand may be used for the CC roads. Okay, and next, construction of a concrete road. So what we have to do, superior quality roads generally laid over existing BT or WBM roads. So here you can see in some conditions, if BT road is already constructed, or any BT means bituminous road, or WBM roads, waterborne macadam roads, if already laid, so on that also we can done the CC roads also in different condition time beginnings. And next, concrete mixing in large quantities are mixers and plants. So this concrete mixing will be coming for the CC road, sometimes for the in transist mixtures or any near the plants. Okay, plants means batching plants. Okay, and next, concrete slabs acts as a base course and wearing costs. And next, joints, formwork, curing. So these are the instructions for the methods for the concrete road. Okay, so you can see bay-wise or continuous construction of a road, concrete road. So this is bay-wise or continuous casting or concrete pavements. This bay-wise casting is suitable for construction without a mechanized paver, for single lane roads in villages, colonies, laying without interruption of for traffic, etc. So for example, you can see each bay between two expansion joints is laid in a sequential manner. So this is the road. Okay, so these are between the gaps, these are nothing but expansion joints are, okay, or joints between the roads. And this difference between joint is nothing but 6L. The width of the road L is nothing but into 6 times L. So that is nothing but a one single bay. Okay, and coming to here, B, wider concrete pavements are laid in alternate bays in series or diagonally. So you can see in some cases this is a single lane and in a double lane road also. Okay, so the one this side road will be constructed, and after that this will be constructed. So in this also we can take 6L also. Okay, so this is nothing but a bay wise casting. One just like a one cube type. Okay, one cube type, one block type, they will be constructing the CC roads. So in here you can see it is suitable for construction without a mechanized paver, and possible if one lane or few lanes on one side can be given to traffic during pavement laying. Okay, and next, these pavements will be laid between expansion joints or continuously laid for longer stretches, and joints are cut before hardening of concrete by a suitable equipment. You can see here this one. These bay-wise or continuous construction of a concrete roads will be casting or depending upon the suitable for construction for the mechanized pavement. Mechanized pavement, that is an equipment. So okay, and if one lane or few lanes or one side can be given the traffic during pavement laying. Okay, so if one side is constructed, the one side the traffic will be going on, another side the road will be constructing on. So that is the possible will be there, and these pavements will be laid between the expansion joints. The expansion joints are between one block to another block. Okay, so continuously laid for longer stretches also. We can take long stretches also for laying the CC roads. Okay, and the joints are cut before the hardening of concrete. Okay, so what is the important point we have to remember means, when the CC road construction, within that time only we have to cut the concrete of the road. Why? Because after the hardening of concrete we cannot cut the road. Okay, so we cannot cut into the blocks. So that is the concept of here bay wise construction. Okay, so I will show you the example. This is the expansion joints and bridges. We can see the expansion joints and bridges. We cannot construct continuously on the bridge. So one block to another block. This is the between the expansion, which is between the steel joints. Okay, and this is the joints in steel. You can see. So this is the 6L and this is the width of the L. Okay, so these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like so many bays will be there. This is nothing but a construction of CC bays. Okay, and next, construction stages. In construction stages, preparation of subgrade and subbase, placing of forms, nurturing of materials and mixing, transporting and placing of concrete, compacting and finishing, curing and removing forms, laying of joints. So let us see the one by one stages. So first of all, preparation of subgrade and subbase. So the subgrade should have the required strength, no soft spots in the subgrade, compacted subgrade to extend at least 300 mm on either side of the width to be concreted, top 150 mm layer should be well compacted, prepared subgrade should be well watered 6 to 20 hours in advance, and better to place waterproof sheeting between concrete and the subgrade. So we can see one by one points. The subgrade should have the required strength. Whatever we are providing the subgrade, it should have the required strength. Okay, should have good capability and good toughness and strength. Okay, and no soft spots in the subgrade means just like any voids or any holes. Okay, gaps should not be there. And compacted subgrade, and it should be extend at least 300 mm. So 300 mm should be compacted. Okay, and the width of the concrete to be concreted, and the side of the width to be concreted after compacting. And next, top 150 mm layer should be well compacted. So we have to compact the layer up to 150 mm. And next, the subgrade should be well watered. So 6 to 20 hours in advance. So before laying the preparation of subbase, after cleaning the surface, we have to do before 6 to 20 hours watering. Okay, water we have to then sprinkle the water on the surface. And next, after that, better to place waterproof sheeting between concrete and the subgrade. If it is necessary in the process, we can provide the waterproof sheet between the concrete and the subgrade also. Okay. So here subbase is provided with subgrade is not satisfactory. Okay, if it is provided with the subgrade is not satisfactory, and subbase, and provided with granular materials, stabilizer, or semi-rigid materials, we have to provide with the granular material means just like granular stones, very boulder stones. Okay, and stabilizer is also good soil. Okay, and thickness should be 150 mm when granular and 100 mm when semi-rigid material. So we have to compact up to this. It should be the thickness 150 mm when granular and 100 mm when semi-rigid material. Okay, and next, placing forms. So steel forms, so preferable to wooden forms, MS panels and angles. So form is whatever we are constructing the roads, we are having a form works. Okay, and wooden forms only when specifically permitted. Okay, and height of forms, thickness of pavement, length at least 3 meters. Form should be held in place by stakes kept at intervals of 2 meters. And forms are firmly nailed to the stakes and securely braced at joints, and forms should be cleaned and oiled each time before they are used. So before concreting the forms, which are nothing but the shuttering, the shutter plates which are there, we have to apply the oil for them. Oil means which is used for the black oil or any waste oil. It will be available from the automobile shops or any. Okay, so the oil we have to apply, and after that we have to use for the construction of CC roads. So with this, the finishing will get very good. Okay, so these are the different types of placing forms. And next, batching and mixing of concrete. So first of all, proportioning of CA and free A. Proportioning of CA means coarse aggregates and fine aggregates. Okay, we have to decide whether the coarse aggregates and fine aggregates are whatever we have to use. And next, batching by weight preferable. So we have to take by each and every weight of the material how much quantity we are using in the mixing of concrete. And next, if weight is batching is not possible, batching by volume. So in some cases, if we have not the digital machines or any reading, okay, so we can take by volume also. Volume means we are having a pharma box in the sides. So with that box, measurement box, we can take the volume of the aggregates, sand, cement. Okay, so with that we can use it for the cement concrete. And next, the preparation of concrete. So preparation of concrete will be used by the concrete mixers or any transist mixers or any batching plants. Okay, the mixer filtered with water measuring device is preferable. So whatever the water we are adding to the concrete, cement concrete, so it should have a measuring device. Okay, so why? Because we can know how many liters of water is mixed for the concrete. So you can see this is the mixing of concrete, and this will call as stationary concrete mixer. Okay, so stationary, this is nothing but a batching plant. We can have the batching plant. From batching plant, this will be mixed, and this the drum will be mixed and rotated. So in this, the concrete will be poured and it will be taken into the transist mixer, just like lorries. Okay, So this is the transist mixer, and we will call it as mobile concrete mixer also. Okay, so in this zone the concrete will be filled from the batching plant, and it will be rotating 360 degrees. Okay, and it will be taking to the site. And batching and mixing of materials, mechanically operated pump for filling the mixer drum. Okay, and equipped with timing device and bell for controlling mixing time and indicating the completion of mixing. So mixing time for not less than 1.5 minutes. So the mixing time should not be not less than the 1.5 minutes. Okay, so this is the batching and mixing of materials. So next, transporting and placing. So transporting and placing, concrete should be mixed in suitable quantities required for immediate use. So when the concrete is mixed for a suitable quantity, we should use them immediately in the construction. Why? Because the setting time of cement will be reduced, so that the density of concrete and it will be time will be very less, and it will be losing the strength. And next, concrete deposited on the subgrade to the required depth and width. So concrete should be deposited on the subgrade to the required depth and width. Okay, and next, care should be taken that the materials do not segregate or set during transporting. So we have to take the care while the materials storing or in any storeroom or any other site places. Segregate means it should not get the what we will say, it should not become hard or any durable. Okay, so it should be in good condition. It should be flexibility for the transporting. Okay, this is a transporting and placing. You can see here, transporting and placing by dumper. The aggregates, sand, cement, whatever we are taking with the dumper, so storing at site places, it should be not be segregated. Okay, and it should not be mixed all the materials also. And next, placing and compaction of concrete. So this is another one. So concrete transported by pans, gamelas, or in wheelbarrows. So pans or gamelas we can see in the sides. So whatever we are transporting the concrete. Okay, and next, spreading should be uniform and rehandling should be avoided. So whatever we are spreading the concrete, it should be in a uniform play type. Okay, it should not be sprinkled or anywhere. And next, redistribution can be done by shovels. So redistribution means taking from one place to another place. The concrete can be done with the shovels. Okay, and next, compaction can be prodding while concrete being placed for thickness less than 125 mm. So the compaction we can do by the rodding or with the compacting machine. Okay, so that is for up to less than of 125 mm. So this is the placing and compaction of concrete, and we can see the diagram, compaction of concrete by paver. So this is the machinery which is used for the proper compaction and finishing of a CC road. We can see here. So what is the smooth finishing we are getting? So with proper compactor. So this is the advanced machinery why we are using in the cement concrete roads. So compaction of concrete, concrete to be placed well and tipped against the forms and joints. So what we are doing here? So concrete to be placed well and tipped against the forms and joints at the time of compaction. And in case of higher thickness, vibrators are employed. So vibrators are also used for the proper settling of the aggregates. Okay, to avoiding the voids also. And next, 20% extra thickness of concrete is laid to enable proper compaction. So here whatever we are using on the CC roads, we are taking the 20% extra thickness of concrete is laid to enable proper compaction. Why? Because some wastage will be going on, so sides the concrete will be wasting. So in order to that settle, 20% will be taking extra. And next, voids and honeycombing prevented. So we can see as it is the vibrators we are providing, so the voids and honeycombing will be prevented from these vibrators. Okay, if not vibrators are used, we cannot avoid these voids and honeycombing. So placing and compaction of concrete, you can see. So these different tools are used in the CC roads. So one is brooming and one is one is digging. Okay, these are the shovels which are used in the CC roads. So pavement compacted by power driven paver from finisher when thickness is below 125 mm. Vibrating screed is used when thickness is more than 125 mm. When width is very small at corner junction, hand compaction is adapted. You can see here, when width is very small at the corner junction, hand compaction is adapted. Okay. And next, segregated particles collected in front of tamper should not be pushed to the base. So whatever the segregated particles means collected from the tamper should not be pushed to the base. Okay, should be in the upward only, and should be thrown away or reused on uncompacted surface after mixing by hand. So the particles which are segregated, we should be thrown away. Okay, thrown away side of the road, and it should not be reused in the uncompacted surface or after mixing by hand. And compaction by tamping or screeding should be carried until the motor works up to the surface. So we have to do the compaction by tamping. Okay, tamping means just like you can see hand shovels or any just like compaction material tools. Okay, screeding means we have to avoid the material just like side by side. Okay, that is screeding. I will show the image also. And tamping should not be done in excess to prevent excess water. After tamping and before concreting, hardening, all irregularities should be checked and surface corrected by adding or removing concrete. So far, we have discussed the following construction stages of a CC road: preparation of subgrade and subbase, placing of forms, batching of materials and mixing, transporting and placing of concrete, compaction of concrete. So now we will discuss finishing, curing and removing forms, laying of joints. So here floating and straight edging. So after concrete compacted, so this is after the process of concrete compaction, surface should be smoothened by a longitudinal float. So longitudinal float means it will be of wooden or any iron, okay, which is operated like a saw up and down processing gradually from one end of the pavement to the other. And float should overlap the preceding length of by half length. You can see here which is operated by like saw up means, so the wooden will be taken captured from one end to another. So that is nothing but it will be properly compacted. Okay. So the preceding is lap length by the half length. The float should be avoided. Okay. And the float means it should be conditioned. It should come in the same level. So you can see straight edging by hand. So this is the float. So he is doing with the hand. Okay. By proper level and proper compaction. If any area of depression is found, the found is correct concrete, scoop it to a depth of 40 to 50 mm and filled with freshly mixed concrete struck, compacted and refinished. If high area are found, the portion cut down and refinished. So in this condition, if the depression is found, okay, we have to in the depth of 40 to 50 mm. We have to fill it with freshly mixed concrete again, and we have to struck and compacted and refinished. We have to do the proper compaction and we have to done. Okay, and if high area are found, the portion cut down. So nothing but if any gaps or any up and down is provided. So we have to remove that tear and we have to refinish. Belting, brooming and edging. Before concrete becomes non-plastic, surface should be belted with 2-ply canvas belts. Belt applied with short strokes transfers to the carriageway center line. After belting, pavement should be broomed, finished with a steel or fiber broom. So here I will show what is belting and brooming here. Broom should be pulled gently over the surface from edge to edge, and brooming done perpendicular to the center line of the pavement. Should be compacted before the concrete drying. After belting and brooming, the edges of slab should be carefully finished with an edging tool for smooth and true line. So like this here you can see in the image. So this is a belting, so which will be smooth finishing, and this is brooming, which will be taking to the pushing to the from one place to another place. So this is the process we have done in the CC road construction. So this brooming appearance we can take to the corners also. Okay. With this belting it will be compacting and getting it a smooth finishing within a one layer. And next, laying of CC road joints. Joints are essential for any concrete road. Transverse joints, long linear joints. In transverse joints you can see expansion or contraction joints, and in long linear joints with or without ties. Full depth transverse joints are provided when work has to be stopped other than a joint and when 2 to 3 meters long concrete has been laid. In the modern construction with a paver, joints are formed using special equipment by cutting the continuously laid slab. Curing of concrete. Curing is a time-taking process of control of temperature, and water contained in the concrete during hardening process. After finishing operations, the entire surface of newly laid concrete should be covered against rapid drying. So curing should be done as follows. Initial curing as soon as concrete sets sufficiently wet, hazy in cloth or jute mats and placed over the surface. So curing is one of the important process in the CC roads, and cloth or mat should be kept fully wet for 24 hours after concrete has been placed. So on final curing, after removal of the covering, slab is kept thoroughly wet by one of the following methods: curing with wet soil, impervious membrane method, and this is a ponding. So let us see the one by one method. So curing with wet soil, you can see exposed edges of the slab are banked with clayey earth transversely and longitudinally up to 50 mm height, and shoulders covered with sandy soil to prevent clay from cracking. Rest of slab covered with sandy soil. So this is the process we can do in the CC roads, curing with wet soil. So the blanket surface will get a depth of 40 mm after wetting, and surface kept thoroughly saturated for 14 days. On the morning of the 15th day, it is wetted and thereafter kept in position till it attains strength. Before the permission is given to allow traffic, the covering is removed and pavement is swept clean. Okay, so we can see this is nothing but a curing with wet soil. So after the CC road construction, we will be locating and we will be constructing like this a blocks type. This will be a wet soil. Okay, in that water will be poured. So it should be settled for the 24 hours. Okay, daily every morning and evening we have to sprinkle the water here after the getting the roads done. And next, impervious membrane method. It is used in places of water scarcity where the water is not available. In that places, this impervious membrane method is used. Membrane consists of colorless liquid. It will be in the liquid type, applied under pressure with a spray nozzle on concrete surface, hardens in half an hour after application. See here one advantage. So the road will be hardened in half an hour, not only 1 hour. Coming to water facility, it is, but it is very costly. The liquid seals the surface and does not allow water to be evaporated. So you can see here, these are the images. Sprinkling with a nozzle, these are the equipments they are using for the liquid. So it will be in the white color. Okay, so this is an impervious membrane. So it will, after that it will be, the road will be settled and open for the traffic. And next is finally curing by ponding. So ponds are formed in rectangular shapes by mortar or soil clay buns. Ponds filled with water. Sheet of water maintained till end of curing. Removal of forms. After curing period, final surface is tested to check the correct alignment, grade and contour. Spots between 3 to 6 mm higher than correct level should be ground down with a grinding tool. So you can see this is nothing but water curing by ponding. So we have seen just like with the wet soil. Now this is with the cement. Okay, this is the cement mortar which is mixed and located on the just block base. So this is nothing but another process, and this is also water curing by ponding. So this is also ponding level what they are doing for the roads. So after gaining the strength, so they will be removing this cement layers. Okay, so this is the process of curing. Summary. So we have discussed advantages and disadvantages of CC roads, materials required for the construction of CC roads, methods of construction of cement concrete roads. So we can see the all process here. So these are the different types of CC roads which are used in the construction. So for everything we have the conditions. Okay, and coming to here examination questions, state the advantages and disadvantages of CC pavements. So first topic we can see what are the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, and next list various operations involved in construction of CC pavements. Various operation means what are the construction methods, okay, and what are the concrete methods. Okay, and next explain different stages of construction of CC roads. So different stages, what are the stages we are used. Okay, so these are all nothing but construction of CC roads. Okay, so remember this all topics. Okay, thank you, have a nice day. If any suggestions or queries, please mail me to my mail ID Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.